5. Well, good evening. It's great to see a nearly full house in the chambers. Welcome to this Tuesday, May 25th, 2021 meeting of the school board. Thank you all so much for joining us. Board members are here in person and all members are present. I want to remind our board members and the public that we are committed at these meetings that we are going to give all of our attention to those comments in the that are coming forward from the public. Therefore, if anyone is trying to reach us by email, we won't be looking at our emails during the meetings. Also want to remind anybody who has an opportunity to speak to get very close to the mic, especially if you have a mask on, so that we can hear you. With that said, we are going to begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence, and we would invite you to join us. Moment of Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, this evening we are celebrating some sports champions, but before that, I just want to take a moment to celebrate a year that has been extremely difficult for everyone involved, our students, our faculty, our administrators, and our parents. And I want to thank everyone who has helped us get through this year. It's exciting to believe and hope that next year will be a lot more normal. But it's really something I think to be proud of when you look at how successful we have been collectively working together. So we've done our best to keep COVID under control in our schools, and I think Dr. Jenkins, you and your team have done a phenomenal job. And to make sure that our children are prepared academically and emotionally for the future. And we will continue that effort over the summer for any of our children who need some extra help and into the fall. So if you are concerned about your children, please reach out to your school's administration and let us make sure that we're doing our part to help your children be prepared. So with that said, let's celebrate some of our spring sports champions. And joining us are student athletes and their coaches from East River, from Evans, from Freedom, from Lake Nona, from Timber Creek University, and Windermere High Schools. At this time, I want to call Doug Patterson, Senior Administrator of Athletics and Activities, to share the achievements from the 2021 spring sports seasons. Mr. Patterson, great to have you with us.
Good evening. Great to be here. Thank you, Chair Jacobs, Superintendent Jenkins, and school board members. This spring season was very successful and a great way to wrap up our 2020-21 athletic seasons. Tonight, we have individual and team state champions to recognize from boys weightlifting, track and field, boys volleyball, and girls water polo. I would like to start tonight by recognizing our 3 individual boys weightlifters who won championships at the FHSA state finals in the 3A classification. Please let me introduce Nick Pulio and his head coach from East River High School, Chelsea John. Nick won the title in the 119-pound weight class. He won the Metro and Regional Championships to go along with his state title in 21. Nick is the ideal teammate. Upon winning the state title, the first thing he mentioned was that he could not have done it without his teammates. Congratulations, Nick. Our second boys weightlifting state championship that I would like to introduce is Sean Acevedo from Lake Nona High School and his head coach, Anthony Paradiso. Sean won the state title in the 169-pound weight class and has been a 3-time letter winner for the football and weightlifting programs, as well as serving the school as a student athletic trainer. Congratulations, Sean. Our final weightlifter this evening I would like to introduce Amer, I apologize, and his coach from Windermere High School, Eric Olson. Amer won the 219-pound weight class and will be attending USF next fall to play football. Amer won the Metro, District, Regional, and State Championship this spring, along with playing football this fall and another sport in the spring, which is quite an accomplishment, competing in track and field in the javelin. He did all this while maintaining a 4.4 weighted GPA. Congratulations. I would now like to shift our attention to our track and field athletes who captured state championships this spring. I would like to start by recognizing Coach Patricia Danilay Porter, who helped the Evans girls track and field team to a third-place finish at the FHSA state championships, as well as the Metro Conference Championship, the District Championship, and a runner-up finish at the regional meet. Her leadership helped 2 Trojan relay teams win state titles in the 4x800 and the 4x400 meter relay events. Members of the relay team are here today with Coach Porter. Arbrielle Scott, Alicia Boyer, Amanda St. Louis, who is a commit to Bethune-Cookman University, Kamej Moore, and Janelle Register, who is a University of South Carolina commit. A couple highlights from the state championship. The 4x800 meter team set a new school record by running a 9-minute and 14-second time, which ranks 3rd best in the United States this year. The 4x400 meter team ran a 3-minute and 46-second time, which ranks 6th in the United States this year. Congratulations, ladies. I'd like to introduce Ethan Exelholm from Timber Creek High School and his head coach, Erica Ingles, who helped lead her team to the Metro and District titles this spring. Ethan captured the state title in the 110-meter hurdles, an event he also won titles at the Metro Conference, District, and Regional meets. He also finished as a state runner-up in the 100-meter dash and 3rd in the 200-meter dash. Overall, he won 4 medals at the state championships, as the 4th one helped lead the 4x100 team to a 4th-place finish. He is a nationally ranked All-American who will be attending Northeastern in the fall. Congratulations, Ethan. Our final track and field athlete to claim a state title that I would like to introduce is Justin Campbell from University High School and his coach, J.P. Friday. Justin was the district, regional, and state champion in the triple jump and holds the University High School school record in this event. Justin is an incredible story, and he accomplished these championships having recovered from a surgically repaired fractured tibia from last year's football season. This was featured on Channel 6 on Friday evening. Justin is graduating cum laude with a 4.2 GPA and is leaning towards attending Kennesaw State in the fall. Congratulations, Justin.
All right.
Our final 2 recognitions this evening are 2 team state championships that were accomplished. I'd like to start off by welcoming Freedom High School and their boys volleyball team. The Freedom High School's boys volleyball team captured their 2nd straight championship as they also claimed the title in 2019. Tonight we are joined by senior Austin Davis Garcia, junior Matt McIntyre, and junior Andre Aguilar, along with head coach Gina McFerrin. Along with winning state titles, the Patriots also won district and regional championships. The 2021 team returned just 1 player from the previous title team and just 2 starters from last year's shortened season. 3 starters this year did not even play the previous year. This team, in regards to varsity experience, was extremely young. So for them to come together and win the state championship is truly an accomplishment. In the process of winning the title, Freedom defeated 5 of the top-ranked 8 teams in the state. The state title game against Miami Southwest was a 5-set classic in which the Patriots battled back after losing the first 2 games to win the next 3. It truly was one of the best boys volleyball games I've ever seen. They finished the year ranked number 1 in the state of Florida and number 2 nationally. They won 30 games for the 3rd time in program history and the 6th straight season under McFerrin in which they've won at least 20 games. Congratulations, Patriots. I would now like to welcome the Lake Nona High School girls water polo team. The Lake Nona girls water polo team captured this school's first ever team state championship this spring, led by head coach Alex Bennett, who built the program since its inception. Joining Coach Bennett tonight is senior Morgan Morris and junior Melissa Salakis. The Lions dominated the third quarter in the state finals, leading them to a 12-6 win over Gulliver Prep. The Lions won the Metro, District, and Regional championships this spring to go along with their state title. They went undefeated in 21, posting an incredible 18-0 record, and they have not lost a single game to a Central Florida program in the last 4 years. Wow. Congratulations, Lions. I'd like to take a brief moment to thank the principals and athletic directors in the room for all their work that they did this year. There was a lot of extra work on their plate athletically, but to see our student athletes, especially our spring student athletes, get to participate this year was incredible. This concludes our spring season, and I would like to thank Chair Jacobs, Dr. Jenkins, and the entire school board for their efforts in making this another very successful year for OCPS. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Patterson. It is certainly, when we look back on it at the beginning of the year, kind of deciding what we were going to do about sports, and to see the outcome of this year, we are so proud of our athletes and their coaches. Words can't describe. So it was a very hard year for you all to get through. But as you always do, our students just make us proud one year after the next. I want to quote American author T. Allen Armstrong, who once said that champions do not become champions when they win the event, but in the hours, weeks, months, and years they spend preparing for it. Their victorious performance itself is merely the demonstration of their championship character. And you all know that better than anybody because of the years that you've put into getting where you are. I know that you will carry that same level of diligence and commitment forward into whatever you do next. So we on the school board, if I can speak for the entire board on this, we are so proud of you, and we are looking forward to watching where you go and enjoying your future and your success. So God bless you. Incredible accomplishments. And at this point, I would love if we could get all of our athletes and their coaches to stand, and any parents in the room stand up so that we can one more time acknowledge you as a group. Thank you. All right. I'm also going to give you one little gift, and that is the opportunity while you're standing. If you want to leave, you could do that now. If you'd like to stay around and see the rest of the meeting, we'd certainly enjoy your company, but I don't want to torture you. God bless. Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank goodness for them it's the last day, right? What you got? Huh? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Dr. Jenkins, do you have any newly appointed administrators to present to the board tonight?
We do, Madam Chair. We have Aaron Verheist Wagner, who will be the new assistant principal at Ocoee High School. Susan Abbey will be executive director of professional learning. Will be the associate superintendent for exceptional student education. Karina Sharachuno, will be the new principal at Lakeville Elementary School. Arsha Dock will be the new principal at Waterbridge Elementary School. These last two from acting to official principal. And Edme Solis will be moving from acting to official principal at Meadowwoods Elementary. Alex Jackson from acting to assistant principal at Jones High School. Amanda Jenkins from acting to assistant principal at Ocoee High. Heather Crater from assistant principal at Evans to principal at Edgewater High School. James Leslie from principal at Lake Weston Elementary to executive area director for East Learning Community. Jose Martinez will be the area superintendent for the East Learning Community. That is it, Madam Chair, members of the board.
Awesome, thank you. Dr. Jenkins, any strategic plan update? I don't believe we have one on the agenda, is that correct?
None today, madam.
All right, thank you. And Dr. Jenkins, any changes to this afternoon's agenda?
No changes to the agenda, Madam Chair.
All right, wonderful. With no changes to the agenda, let me ask if we have any public comments before we take action on the agenda. No?
No, ma'am.
All right, is there a motion to adopt the agenda as presented?
So moved, Chair.
Motion by Member Colbert, is there a second? Second by Member,
Second.
by Vice Chair. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Now we will move to public hearings. We have no public hearings, so let's move on to the consent agenda. Again, Mr. Palmerini, we have no comments at all this evening. So is there a motion to approve the consent agenda? Motion by Member Lopez. Second by Dr. Castor-Dental. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Dr. Jenkins, any update or report from?
Very brief report for members of the board, Madam Chair. Today was the last day of the 2020-2021 school year. I sent out a brief message and certainly thanked everyone on behalf of the board and my cabinet members as well. I will tell you, when this year started out, we could not see in pure plain sight the end of this school year, and today it actually came to a conclusion. So I want to publicly again thank all of the OCPS team members, this phenomenal school board who forged through very tough situations, discussions, policy decisions to help our children have a successful school year. And thankfully this year our seniors are actually, though there are some limitations at Amway, are actually graduating in person. And so I just wanted to publicly thank all of those who helped us have a successful school year. And then a reminder that discussions regarding our face masks start on June 1st. Where there is no public input, that is when the board has a discussion with some of your medical advisory committee members and hopefully Dr. Pino. And then on June 17th, there will be the rule development workshop, which is when there is public input around that discussion. And then on July 13th, when the board would need to come to some conclusions so that parents have time to make their decisions. OCVS and FLVS, for example, have their deadlines for registration toward the end of the month of July. So we are confident that these dates will be useful for our families and look forward to that discussion. Thanks again to school board members who led during a very difficult time and made those tough decisions and took a lot of feedback, some of which was not so pleasant. I appreciate your standing in leadership when it was necessary. And thanks to all. We are pleased to see the end of a school year. That's all, Madam Chair.
Okay. Mr. Palmerini, a report from the General Counsel?
I'm not going to elongate this meeting. No report, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Again, we have no commission reports. Any policy items any board members would like to bring up to place on the agenda? Member Gould, Vice Chair Gould.
No policy, but I did want to congratulate the superintendent and her team on the graduations. They were different, but I think they were lovely. I think the students felt well recognized, and it was nice to be back in the auditorium. I know some are not done and still going, but I have to say that you all did a great job, and just wanted to compliment all of the principals and Dr. Border and all the chiefs who went into really thinking through that and making it as great as possible. And to Amway for being great partners, because it was efficient.
Absolutely. How quickly we got one class in and one class, or this group out was amazing. Dr. Jenkins, I touched briefly when we started this meeting on this school year, but I just want to close the meeting by thanking you. I think we here take a lot of feedback, and as you pointed out, it's not always nice, but it comes with the territory. And we make a lot of decisions, but the decisions that you make and your cabinet make behind the scenes are very, very weighty decisions. And I don't know how you've gotten through this year with all the pressure on you, but you have done it with grace and, as you always do, looking like there's never anything that rattles you. And maybe that's how it is, but it's nothing short of miraculous. So you and your team have done a phenomenal job through the roughest year we have ever had. And may God bless us with an uneventful and easy year next year. We certainly earned it, but thank you for your teamwork, for all you've done for us. With that, I think we are ready to adjourn this meeting. We have sung Happy Birthday to Member Gallo. And next time, I think we are designating Member Felder to be our official singer. Yes, ma'am? Pardon me? Oh, absolutely. You're not rejecting that, are you? Well, then you're not recognized. Go ahead, you're recognized.
I just want to thank this board. When Superintendent was talking about how we started off this year, and, we couldn't see the end of the year because it was just so wretched. This pandemic and just a hot mess. And then last year this time, I was getting grades together and looking at crying seniors who needed just one more credit hour or whatever. And now I'm here, but I just want to thank you all for making my transition. My transition is easy as it was. Superintendent Professor said that I'll be soon off of my training unit. Really ride bicycle. But I want to thank you all for your kindness. And I didn't understand a whole lot of stuff. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. And so I just want to thank you all for making my presence here welcoming and allowing me to call you, talk to you, and maybe simple stuff you say, no, I'll help you do it. I'll do it. So thank you. I'm just so happy. It's too bad that we can't just be the board forever. That we have to keep getting reelected. But I'm just so happy with this board and the members of this, the cabinet members, everyone, whatever question I had was not wrong, was not stupid. People just answered the questions and helped me along the way, and it's already over. August would be a year because that's when I started to campaign. Well, actually June, but yeah, next month, we started campaigning. So thank you all so very, very much. And it's been an interesting ride, but I thank you.
Well, I want to promise you, but I can't absolutely promise you, but I'm pretty darn certain this will be the roughest year you will ever have. So what a way to, what a transition, right? But heck, you have been a teacher in the classroom, and there's nothing that we do up here that's harder or more important than that every single day. So
Yes.
this should have been a walk in the park for you, and it looked like it was. So it's been a joy
wasn't, but
having
thank
you. It has been a joy having you, absolutely. And I am always saying this. I am so proud of this board. It's really fun to serve as your chair because I have confidence that there's times when I can say something here about how we feel. Because and when I'm not certain, I don't say anything. But most of the time, I know where you are, and I know where your heart is, and I know what you want. And there's so much unity in terms of what our purpose is and our understanding of that. And at the same time, there's so much diversity in terms of our backgrounds and even our teachers. You know, there's such diversity between our three teachers and y'all's backgrounds and how you say things. And for those of us who haven't been in the classroom, I've said it to Member Castor-Dental over and over again, it's so valuable to me to be able to look to you all for direct input of how does it translate into the classroom. So anyway, it's a great board. I think the public did a really good job, and we'll see what they do in future elections. But for now, this meeting's adjourned. God bless.